the quickest and easiest way to clean an air fryer with exactly the same things you have at home right now. That's what we're going to be showing you today, as well as the one thing you must make sure you do to extend the life of your air fryer and stop those horrible smells recurring and the soiling getting even worse. This air fryer is about 18 months old and it has not been deep cleaned in all of that time. Yes, the actual drawers have been cleaned to a degree, but not thoroughly and fully cleaned, which is the same thing as most of us do, right? We're busy, all we want to do is wipe the drawers out after each cook and then go again next time. But I'm going to show you the essential thing you need to do on a regular basis with your air fryer to keep it working at its best and extend its life. So let's jump in and let's get on with it. Let's start with exactly what you're going to need to get this cleaned. First of all, dishwasher tablet. This is the thing that is really going to help you get in and get it fully cleaned. Then you're going to need a scouring pad or scouring sponge. You need the ones that are non-scratch. You don't want anything metal because you can cause damage if you do. Doesn't have to be both, just one or the other. Then you simply want a cloth of some description. I'm a microfiber cloth person. I always am, and everything I do is with a microfiber. So this is what I'm going to be using. If you don't have this at home, obviously you can pick it up from the supermarket easily, cheaply, quickly. So that's why we're doing it this way. Yes, you may find other methods on the internet, but we're doing it this way because you probably already have this at home. And I guarantee it will get a great result. So keep watching and let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to slip on a pair of gloves just because I don't like grease on my hands. Being in the cleaning industry and cleaning all sorts, I'm just in the habit of wearing gloves. So I'm going to slip on a pair of gloves just because I want to. You don't have to, but I am. Then what we want to do is we want to open up your drawers and we are going to take your dishwasher tablet and we're going to pop it straight in like that, straight on the top. Now you can put a bit of lemon in there if you want as well, which will help with the smells. Personally, I don't see it's absolutely necessary, but I know some people do like to use the lemon to neutralise the smells. The actual dishwasher tablet I've got here is actually lemon scented, so that helps as well. However, you can literally use any dishwasher tablet you want. The one that you've got in your cupboard is obviously the preferred one. Then what we want to do is use some boiling water. So I've just boiled this kettle and I'm pouring it straight over the actual tablet to get it to dissolve. Now obviously it's boiling water, so I'm not going to put my hands in there, but I'm just going to use the sponge and I'm going to mix that around a little bit just to make sure that it is fully dissolved. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on and we're going to let it run up, because what that does is that gets all of those good bits from the dishwasher tablets up and around onto everything. So it's not just washing the drawers, because like I said, I'm going to show you the one thing that you have to do to make sure the whole air fryer is cleaned and to extend the life of your unit. So I'm going to click it on sync because, no I'm not, because it won't. So we're going to go on air fry, we're going to make sure it's on there. We're going to look at the time. We only want about 10 minutes, we don't want too long, so I'm going to go to 10 minutes. And I'm going to come over to 2 and make sure I'm on the same as well. I don't actually know how to use this because it's not mine. Can we match? There we go, so we're matching. And then we're going to start, and that's it. We're going to let it run and let it do its bit to make sure what we're doing. So that's all done, so now we're going to crack on with the cleaning. But before we do that, what is the one thing that you have to do to extend the life of your air fryer and make sure it is actually fully clean all the time? Thing is, as I said before, a lot of people will clean the actual drawers like this, but they forget up under there. And that is the bit that is particularly difficult to clean, causes the most smells, but it's also a lot of the inner workings as well. And if you don't clean the inner workings, that's what causes the damage, especially those elements. So we're going to get in there and we're going to give that a good clean as well. And I'm going to show you how to get it and keep it looking nearly as good as new, or as good as new as we can. Obviously at the moment it's hot, so we're just going to leave that to one side. I am going to unplug it because we are going to be dealing with that. However, we're going to concentrate on the drawers first because they're going to be cooler than inside there. So I'm just going to lift this down for now. Obviously for yourself, you can work straight out of your kitchen, that is not a problem, and straight off of your sink. But I'm here in the office today, not doing this from home because it's not an ideal filming location. So I'm here in the office and I'm having to accommodate that. Therefore, I have one of our trays that we work out of when we are cleaning, and we will be using this to get all of this done. I then just simply have a bucket of water. Again, if you're working from home, you could potentially just use straight out the tap, straight into your bowl or into your sink. Because we're not doing anything special with this, all we're going to do, again, is another dishwasher tablet straight into that bucket of water, and we're going to use what we've already got within the drawers as well to keep that clean. Then what we want to do is basically remove the crisping tray. And I'm going to move that across to there for now, into the bucket. That's why that breaks up. The pad for me is a little bit big, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to use this now, and I am just going to dip it into the mixture and run it round the outside edges. Now you want to make sure that you're not using anything too abrasive on this. We would sometimes use stainless steel scourers, but we would never use them on this material because this is going to get damaged if you do use them. What I'm going to do is pour a little bit of this over into this one because I don't want quite so much mixture in this at the moment. All of that so I can get into the bottom. Okay, once you feel that you're near enough there, or it looks like it's there, just use your cloth and just wipe it off. Look at that. We'll clean all the outside as well in a minute before we put it back together. But let's have a look at that. Looking good. Now, we also have the crisping tray as well, but it is literally, and you can see how easy that is just wiping off of there. I'm going to show you as well. Remember, I'm going to show you in a minute how we do this on the inside of the actual unit as well, because you may be thinking, yeah, but I can just chuck all them in my dishwasher. Personally, I wouldn't be chucking any of this in your dishwasher. These bits may not hurt other than the rubbers, because the heat from the dishwasher will damage these rubbers without a shadow of a doubt, and the front of all your drawers and everything else, especially like your stainless reflective stuff, that is gonna over time show some damage. Now your big areas on this is getting underneath here, so those will just pop off, as you can see. If I just get a little bit closer, those will actually just pop off, so you want to just not leave them on like that, you just want to pop them off there. Now, so we pop them off because then we can just get in nice and tight and clean. You might be someone that prefers a brush, so you know, if you like a little brush, you can do that. Personally, I'm always someone that likes to get in with a scourer and my thumb. But trusty toothbrush can always be helpful. Just making life a little bit harder here by having the bucket and everything else, but once I'm happy, I'm just going to dip it in the clean water that we made up with the dishwasher tablet, and then just dip it in, swoosh it around a little bit, and just double check to see if we've missed anything, which I have. So I'm just going to touch that up a bit more, give it a good look, and then wipe it off. Now I'm just going to pop the rubbers back on. And there we have it, the finished grill tray, crisping tray, whatever they're actually called, I don't know. But there we go. So that's it, that's all the drawers done. Now we need to get on to the really difficult bit and the most important bit to make sure that we extend the life of this air fryer and we make sure that it is properly fully cleaned. What is that bit? That is up inside, it's the inner workings. And what we have to do is we have to turn it upside down and deal with these. What you'll see if we have a look in here is you can see how the element is starting to get all burned up and you've got carbon going on there and all that sort of things. Now these elements won't come out very easily without causing damage, so we have got to be a bit fiddly and work around them, but we can get a really good clean on this without. The more often you clean your air fryer, including that section, the better. As I said earlier, this one is about 18 months old and it's not been cleaned properly at all. So most of what we've done, as you can tell, most of what we've already done by putting the dishwasher tab in is already making things work already. We've got to be a little bit careful because we don't want too much moisture going in there, but we're just going to use the same mixture that we made up earlier on in the bucket with a dishwasher tablet. We're going to get our scourer exactly the same and we're going to work from the top and work on in. All we want to do is really get that round on the side and just run along like that. Get into these bits as well. What you can do is hold the fan with these two fingers like that, and then you want the other hand, if you can see, just to go in and get over the top of the fins there. Just rotate it around. Do the same again. Not pushing too hard because you will bend the fan, which will cause it to catch. And once you've scoured all that out, obviously, again, just with a cloth, just wipe it all down and get off as much of the residue as you can. Again, a microfiber cloth will actually pick up a lot more than any other cloth type, so I do recommend a microfiber. Obviously, you haven't done this side yet. So there we have all the inside done. It looks so much better. It will run smoother because we've got it all sorted. And then it is just a case of making sure we get in all of these little nooks and crannies and little bits to give it a good thorough clean, and also the outside, which again, you're dealing with grease because it's coming out in the air that is pushed out of it. So the solution that we had earlier on in the bucket. What you can do is just literally dip your cloth in that a little bit, not too much because you don't want to over wet it, but then it will just take off the grease from all around the outside and the back and everything else as well. So there we have it. It is now as good as new. All fully cleaned, all ready to go on the outside and the in, and it will last much longer too. All in all, that took me about 30 minutes to do. Now, the more often you clean it, the more often you do that, the easier it will be and the quicker it will be and the longer it will last you as well. I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much for watching. Please do click us a like, drop a comment if you did find it useful, and for more videos like this, as well as seeing behind the scenes of Vapor Clean, our UK cleaning business, click that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get the heads up every time we release a new video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.